Brands began contacting him for partnerships, hoping to cash in on his viral notoriety. Within weeks, he was back online, promoting sneakers and lifestyle products under the slogan, "Own Your Drama." The bodycam footage that exposed his meltdown had turned into the very foundation of his career, proof that in the digital age, even humiliation could become a business. In Miami, the third incident began with a call from a luxury hotel reporting a guest who refused to check out. The woman, 22-year-old Madison, was a self-proclaimed travel vlogger known for her glamorous posts about manifesting luxury. She had checked into the hotel 3 days earlier, flaunting her stay online with videos of champagne breakfasts and rooftop sunsets. But when her payment was declined, she barricaded herself inside the suite, insisting she was being unfairly targeted. When officers arrived, their body cams captured a room in complete disarray, clothes scattered across the floor, makeup smeared on mirrors, and camera lights still glowing. Madison stood in the middle of the chaos, still filming herself as she declared the hotel staff were trying to silence a creator. She told her viewers that she was being discriminated against for being young and successful. The officers calmly explained the situation, but she refused to cooperate, pacing and ranting about how rules don't apply to dreamers. Every second of her outrage was being broadcast to thousands of followers, who flooded her live chat with messages of support and disbelief. As the officers tried to reason with her, Madison began hurling decorative pillows and hotel items toward the door, shouting that she would expose the system. The footage revealed the growing disconnect between her words and reality. A woman lost in her own performance, unable to separate her online persona from the consequences of her actions. When she was finally escorted out, she continued recording, promising her audience that this was only the beginning of her truth series. Days later, the story took a darker turn. Investigators discovered that Madison had paid for her stay using a stolen credit card belonging to an older couple from another state. Further digging revealed that most of her life online was fabricated. The trips, the partnerships, the sponsorships, none of them existed. Every video she had posted featured rented locations and borrowed items, carefully arranged to create the illusion of success. The viral bodycam footage became a chilling symbol of the growing obsession with online fame. Madison's breakdown wasn't just a moment of chaos. It was the collapse of an entire fantasy built on lies. Her followers, once captivated by her charm, turned away in shock as her perfect image shattered under the weight of reality. In Texas, the fourth meltdown began at a fast food drive-thru late one afternoon, when a teenager named Tyler refused to move his car after placing an order. The employee on the other end of the speaker had told him that the promotional item he wanted was sold out, and Tyler immediately began recording himself, claiming the restaurant was ignoring Gen Z rights. Within minutes, he had blocked the lane, causing a long line of cars to form behind him. His bodycam footage later revealed him narrating the scene as if it were a heroic battle, pointing out frustrated drivers and repeating over and over that he was standing up for truth and fairness. By the time police arrived, Tyler had been sitting in his car for nearly an hour, surrounded by empty food wrappers and several cameras mounted on his dashboard. He refused to roll down the window, claiming the officers had no authority over social media heroes. The bodycam captured him shouting over the police, making exaggerated gestures and threatening to expose the restaurant's injustice online. Onlookers recorded the confrontation from nearby cars, adding to the viral potential of the scene. Tyler's behavior escalated as officers attempted to remove him. He honked the horn repeatedly, waved his phone in their faces, and continued live streaming to thousands of viewers. Each comment from his online audience seemed to fuel his outrage, encouraging him to push the limits further. Finally, after repeated warnings, officers opened his door and asked him to step out. He reluctantly complied, but continued narrating every action for his live feed, insisting that this was documenting oppression. After the arrest, the footage went viral, generating conversations online about entitlement, the influence of social media, and the blurred lines between content creation and criminal behavior. Local news outlets picked up the story, highlighting how Tyler had been banned from multiple restaurants for similar stunts in the past. Despite this, his online presence only grew. His follower count spiked as people tuned in to see more meltdowns, and he began monetizing his videos through sponsored posts and brand deals.